Nearly 3-0 victory, what was your take?
Oh, well, it was comfortable in the end, but at 1-0, it certainly was anything but. We'd obviously come in to Northampton today. We know they're fighting for their lives. I thought they started well. Northampton put us on the back foot. It's difficult with the way they play. They get a lot of balls forward quickly. You have to defend a lot of long balls, and we had to withstand quite a bit of pressure and corners, and we scored at a good time, settled us into the game. We missed a big chance at 1-0 just before half time to go 2-0, and I suppose the second goal was the goal that just deflated them a little bit, and then we went and got the third goal, and it made it look comfortable, but I say it was anything but until the second goal went in.
Our first goal came from Luke Garbutt, and he's popping up some real vital contributions.
It was a great strike, wasn't it? I actually didn't think he was going to shoot from that wide out, and it was a terrific strike right in the far corner across the goalkeeper, like a missile. And he might have got one or two more in the second half as well. He was raiding forward, real attacking outlet for us on that side of the pitch, and yeah, big contribution. I think he's been outstanding recently, Garbs.
And you mentioned when there's so much at both ends of the pitch and both ends of the table on a game like this, that second goal was always going to be crucial, and Jerry gets it and breaks his duck for a while as well.
Yeah, and really, really important for Jerry, because goal scorers get confidence from scoring goals, and two proper centre-forward goals. I like them goals inside the 6-yard box, scruffy goals, but you've got to be in there to get them, and he does, obviously. His work for the team's unbelievable. He's selfless. The amount of games he's played, and 90 minutes, game after game after game, he gives everything for the team. So that'll give him a big lift, and I'm delighted that he got them goals today.
Several subs who could come on and have a little bit of an impact, but the biggest one being Critchley Anderson after 4 months out.
Yeah, delighted for Critchley as well. He's been nothing but the consummate professional since he's been injured. He loves football, so he hates it when he can't train. He hates it when he can't play. And he's from the moment he got injured, it was right. This is when I'll be back, and we're going, okay, we'll see, Critchley. But he was adamant. This is I'll be back, and he's been pushing me now for a week or two, telling me when he is available. And it's great to see him back out on the pitch, and hopefully if we can extend our season, we might see the more of Critchley and the best of him right at an important time of the season.
A little bit of disruption just before kick-off. What was the news there with Sully Kai?
Yeah, just right at the end of the warm-up, Sully just felt his hamstring a little bit, similar to what he did or he felt at Sunderland. He wanted to play. Stuart did work with him on the physio bed and looked at his power and that he had in his hamstring, and it was fine. But because he said that, I took that decision out of his hands. Sully wanted to give it a go. I wasn't willing to let him do that, so I took the decision out of his hands and made the decision not to play him and bring Elliot in.
Is that with consideration of what's potentially to come, that you now have to start looking at protecting players for the games ahead?
No, not maybe not at the moment, because we needed to win this game today, and Sully's been fantastic. After his goal in the week, we wanted Sully to play. That's why he was in the team. So we have to think quickly there, make an important decision, and I didn't want to take that risk with what we might have coming up, but we also had to have all our focus on winning this game today. But when you've got people like Elliot Embleton to come in, and Demi and Critchley and Brad Holmes coming off the bench, we've got able deputies as well, so it was a tough decision, but a straightforward decision really.
2 games left, 1 point required to seal that playoff place.
Yeah, and 2 home games to come, and momentum's important going into the playoffs. So we certainly don't want to take our foot off the pedal at the moment. That's the message to the players in the dressing room after the game. We've worked ever so hard to be in this position, and yeah, we've got a bit more to do yet.
And just finally, a really nice moment at the end of the match. There were some fans that congregated on the hill behind the stand, and the players went over to applaud them for the singing and chanting throughout.
Yeah, and I was only aware of them right at the end of the game. So it was only until I got into the middle of the pitch I could see them over the back of the stand, and brilliant, wherever they're from, we're grateful. We thank them for being here, wherever they've come from. Yeah, it was really touching actually. It was a great moment, and to see them up there, and you appreciate the support. So yeah, thank you to them.